Apologies, guys. Yeah. So I had plugged in the laptop, but apparently that wasn't quite enough to keep it alive. Hopefully it's going to stay alive, but we'll see. Right, what we'll need to do now, we've got our basic form, and we're going to build out on top of this. So the reason let me just explain why I've done this the way that I have. We've got our center line. We know where that is on the lid. We've lined that up here, and looking at the image there that's on screen, you can see we come in slightly from the lid, and then we swoop out and come around. So you can just see that curve coming under there on that image. So maybe I'm a little bit steep here right now, but we can alter that if we need to. Are we all good? So what we say we'll be here. So are we all back? Are we all back online? All good? I hope we are. Let me just fix my cushion. Get myself comfortable. Ugh. Are we all good, guys? Aha, there we are. Cool. Sorry about that. My laptop just died. If you've just come back in. So yeah, I'm just gonna slice this a little bit off. I'm fairly. Actually, I shouldn't have done it like that. I was explaining what I was doing. So let's continue doing that. Right, we've got our center line on our lid. So we line that up with a center line on the side panel. We can see from that reference image there, we are coming in a little margin. So we're stepping in and then we're swinging out and then looping back around to the underside. And then we've got a little bit of detailing, and that's obviously going to do the same on the opposite edge. This has actually got an extra build-up. So you can see kind of the light grey, which is kind of lilac-y, but on the outside of that, there's that dark, so you can see it in that picture. There's a dark border, which is going to go around the outside of this as well. So we need to add that on. So that's why I've left that gap at the size that I have. So I'm going to give myself an extra 5mm to build up around the outside of this to make that framework. So that's going to give us that little bit of three-dimensionality. Walnox, how you doing? Welcome on in. How are you today? Oh, we have got any music, sorry. I was like, why is everything so quiet? Hopefully the battery's going to be able to sustain itself while it's charging and doing everything else. Fingers crossed. Oh, it's going up to 5%. That's good. You good? How are we doing? I'm tired, man. I'm tired. Like, work has been intense this week, so I'm a little bit exhausted, but in a good enough kind of mindset to be able to get some extra stuff done, which is good. Okay, so that's that. So we got the two sides, so we can replicate that twice. And then with this one, I think we're going to start off with 2 lots of foam. So we're going to do a 10mm layer and then a 5mm layer on top of that and stick it together. And that's going to form our basic lid. And then we're going to have another layer underneath that. Am I going to make this thing open? I don't know. Maybe we'll decide that later. Let's just grab the reference image up, and I'm going to figure out this little pattern we've got going on the side. It kind of looks a little bit Kraken-ish. I think that probably needs to come a little bit higher up. let's just going to rough this on for now. So it's like 6 tentacles. Well, at least that's what it looks like to me. And that one goes up first, then down, then up, then around. That should do. And let's flesh it out a little bit. You can bring that one up. That one come down to there. Oh, isn't patterning fun? I wish every prop that I could make is just like grab a bit of foam, slice a bit out, stick it all together, but yeah, a little bit of planning is required. That's not bad. Don't know why I wasn't using the one that I could actually see as reference. I've just been like, that probably goes that way, that one goes that way, and like I've got one on the opposite side which shows me exactly how it's meant to go. Doofus. Sorry, this episode is this stream is going to be very heavily a pirate's life themed. It's all good though. Okay. I'm going to leave that for now. Like, we can work out the rest of this later and we'll pattern the other side and then we'll cut everything out and just we'll be able to stick it on. It's going to be like a 2mm bit of foam for each of these and we'll just stick them all in place. It'll be nice and easy. But I think what we'll do at first, fabricate the pieces for this and that. So we're going to need 2 of these and 2 of those out of 2 different bits of foam. And then once we have those pieces, we'll be able to work out how these actually fit together and also start making the third piece. I think it's the side piece, which I think is going to be nice and simple, because I think it should follow the same principle form as what we have already. So the sides will just fit together like that. It's kind of a little curve to the box, so it kind of bends outwards on itself.